Welcome to the next lecture of Python. In this lecture, we are going to see some new concepts. So firstly, last time I have told you about print function, how do we print values in print. Now let's talk about what are comments. Now, what are comments actually? Comments are used to hide a line of code or multiple lines of code. They are used to hide something from the compiler. Compiler cannot see that code, so it cannot run it. So there are two types of comment, as I mentioned, single line and multi-line. Single line comments are written using hashtag. They are placed before the statement. So if I put a hashtag before the statement, this code is actually hidden. Now when I run my code, I will not get the output of this. You can see I'm not getting the output. I'm only getting one good morning message. So this is single line comment. Then multi-line comment means when you want to hide more than one line at the same time. You can keep on hiding using single line comment only. But what if you have 50 lines of code and you want to hide all of them at the same time? So this process is going to be time taking. So that is the reason we have multi-line comment. So here, let's say I have some more messages, like more prints. So I want to hide all of them at the same time. I will right now, if I run, I will get all the output. Now if I want to hide them, just use 3 triple quotes here and 3 triple quotes in the end. So all these will actually be hidden. See, no output is coming because all of them are hidden. So this is multi-line comment. So comments can also be used to give instructions, like what this line is actually mean. What does it mean? So you can put a comment here and write it is used to display output or display good morning. So this is not going to be visible, but it is used to give instruction. If you are giving your file to someone else who don't know what does this line mean, you can give a comment like this. So this is all about comments. The next topic which we are going to see is data types. Now what are data types? Data type means the type of value. You see when you are printing hello, 12.3, world, all these are different values, but these values actually have a name. So what are the different names we have of data types that we are going to see? First is, we have int. Int means your normal values 12 minus 70. These are int. Second is float. Float means decimal values 5.6. So these are called as float in Python. Then third is string. We use str for that. String means anything which you write under double quotes or single quotes. So strings can have any character inside it. Okay, this is a string. Then boolean, we use bool for that. Bool means only two values, true and false. Then, so these are the basic data types which you should be knowing. Okay. Then next we have is so now we have to see variables. Now what is a variable? Variable is a name given to any value. Okay. Now right now you are printing the values directly in the print function. But this is not a way we should do. If you want to print the values, you should always store them somewhere. Okay, so variables are name given to any value. So let's suppose I want, because why do we need a variable is because they store the data in the computer memory so that you can access them later on. So to create a variable, you need to write variable name equals to value. This is the way. So this value is now being identified by this variable. Let's take an example. So let's suppose I write a equals to 10. So here a is the variable. 10 is identified by a. Now I can print a. So this will give me 10 in the output. Okay, 10 is coming in the output. Similarly, if I want to store, let's say, a decimal value, that also I can do like this. Now, if you want to, so you can print b in the next line. If you want to print both the variables in the same line, you can use a comma b. You can store a string also. This is a string. So all the values are printed. Okay. Then you can store a boolean value, like true is a boolean value. So this is how you create a variables. Now you should always follow the variable rules. Okay, you have created the variable, it's fine, but can variable have any name? No. Variables cannot have any name. There are certain rules of creating a variable. The first rule is your variable should never start with a number. If you give 4 here, this will give error. You can see it's giving error. So this is wrong. Number can exist either in the middle or at the end. Okay. Then your variable can either start with a letter or an underscore. I can write here underscore. Okay. Then variables cannot be a reserved word. You cannot give a variable as a reserved word. Reserved word means the words which already have some meaning in the programming. Like print cannot be a variable. True and false cannot be a variable because they are reserved words. Okay. And the last rule is variables are case sensitive. Case sensitive means capital and small are different. If I write something in capital letter, this is different. Similarly, if I write this, these two are not same. They will give me different values. So variables are case sensitive. Case sensitive means uppercase and lowercase are different. So that is all about variables in Python. The next topic, one more thing is, if you want to create multiple variables in the same line, you can do like this. Okay, so A will have 10, B will have hello, C will have 34.5. Like this. Then if you want to give similar value to all the variables, you can write like this also. So P, Q, R all will have the same value. Okay. Now I want to tell one more thing of print. There is a feature of print function actually. Let me tell that. Two features are actually there. Separator and end. Basically, print consists of two parameters. Parameters means something which you pass inside a function. First is sep. Sep means it is actually a separator. Separator means when you want to separate your sentence with some symbol in middle. Suppose I have this, I want to print a statement like I am learning Python, but I want after every word it should give a dollar symbol. Like this. I want to print like this. Now usually what you will do manually, if you will do it, how will it happen? If I want to print like this, I will have to put dollar myself, like I dollar am dollar learning dollar. But what if your sentence is too long? You cannot keep on adding dollar yourself. So what you can do is you can use this separator, SEP. How? First write all the words. And then put SEP equals to dollar or whatever symbol you want, like this. Let's run this. You can see we are getting this in the output. So this is separator. You can put a dot also. Then next is AND argument. AND is used to merge 2 or 3 print functions in the same line. Like suppose if I am writing hello, then I am writing world. I will get the output in 2 separate lines. If I want to merge them together using 2 prints, I want to merge them, you can just put comma AND equals to this. You can see it is merged together. So actually you have to give something by which it should merge. If you don't give anything, it will join them without anything in between. If you want to give a space, just give a space like this, because space is also a character. You can see like this, it will work. You can give a dollar or any other symbol also. So this is called AND argument. So I will tell you the next topic in the next video.